Hello and welcome to Mermaid Ari's Live, where I talk to Trump supporters so you don't have to, and I try to figure out why on earth they're still supporting Donald Trump. We'll find that out maybe today. Maybe we'll have some decent conversations. I don't know. Just a reminder, the little intro is always just for the individuals that watch the VOD because I am not good at these things. So there is that. I thank you guys, everybody, for being in here early, on time. Welcome in, welcome. Guys, if you haven't already, just before I get TikTok started, if you haven't already, if you're subscribed or you're a follower and you haven't hit that bell notification, go ahead and hit it now so you get notified when I go live. On Twitch, I see that 71% of people have the notifications turned on. You did, Joey? I guess put it in the mod chat. And I don't know what the percentage is on the tubes. Hi from the UK. I know you do what you want, Crow. That's what I say all the time is I do what I want. I do what I want. I do see how many notifications go out, Potato. Actually, it's pretty nice. All right, let's get TikTok warmed up. Let's see what we can do. Oh, well, I forgot to hit something important, so hopefully that didn't hurt anything. TikTok be TikTok, and hopefully it doesn't do weird stuff again like it did yesterday or Thursday. Guys, I forgot what today is. There we go. We'll put that up there. We will put that up there. Hopefully this does not break like it did on Thursday. Oh man, happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody's had a great day. And yeah. Did everybody have a good weekend? It was cold. Got down to like 20 degrees. And I know that was warmer than what some people have experienced, okay? But that's cold. I don't want that cold. I want nothing to do with it. I want it to go away, hide under a blanket, enjoy warmth. I am not made for cold weather. Hey, Aslan, that's even further negative than that, though. If you look at Celsius. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Chris, I bet you're excited for Sunday. Yeah, it is this coming Sunday. Hello, everybody. Gosh, I could still use a little bit more sleep. That's how I'm doing, is I could still use a little bit more sleep. Sleep is always necessary, much needed, and as well, honestly. And yeah, that's how all of that goes. It was good. It was good. I didn't open the app at all. That was success. I opened it on the drive there and then on the drive back because I was the passenger. And that was it. I didn't open it while we were actually out of town. Didn't mess with it. Stayed offline entirely. It was nice, guys. Every once in a while, you just need to unplug from everything. Okay? Just unplug, see what happens. You know what I mean? Had to be outside because car wash customers don't understand temperature. I mean, valid. Oof. That was a yawn I was not expecting, to be honest. Woof. All right, guys, you know the drill. If you're watching over on TikTok, double tap that screen all the way up. I need to get in the live on the backup. I will go to sleep or something later today. Definitely sleep. But yeah, I see that there wasn't like entirely too much for me to catch up on as far as like politics. I kept pretty aware of what was going on because I didn't turn off those notifications. I like to see my news notifications. And I will like share them in the Discord and everything like that. I get them going. Let's see. Yeah, why would they do anything like that, you know? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Chris. I do know what that's like. I do not miss those times, but I do know what that is like. And there we go. Okay. All right. What I find hilarious, guys, is that like I will be off, right? I'll be offline, not doing anything. The phone will be on do not disturb while I'm offline, right? Because why would I leave it on? And people will call me throughout the weekend. No idea why. On my days off, when I'm not even on live, they'll just call the number and it's like, why? Why you do this? Why you do this? Makes no sense. Ooh, 25 stream streak. It's such a weird phrase. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey, how's it going, ma'am?
Going well. How old are you?
24.
24. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
I like fucking kids. You guys are.
What the fuck is wrong with people? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
You guys are niggers.
Dude, who has that much time to go through and clip videos? Aslan, thank you for being on a 10 stream streak. That doesn't surprise me, Jamie. Hey, Jamie. It doesn't. It's all right. Eventually, I'll get this call-in program, but it means I need someone that can be dedicated to being on my live to screen calls, but they'll still get through. People are not idiots. They'll still get through. They get through them all the time. All right, guys. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. All right, well, that's fine. What I'll just do is read through some news. I will say one thing that was cool to see is, well, not really cool, understandable. Looks like the Clintons finally did agree to go ahead and testify in front of Congress. Cool. I wasn't opposed to that from the start. I think that's a great idea. Oh, well, I can't use SpongeBob music, but yes, I'll see that. I can't do that. That's all copyrighted music, but I was going to go to the news. Oh, how about this? Okay, I saw this, guys, and I laughed. Okay? I laughed at this, and I still think it's funny. Let me I have to open this up in a different browser. Hello? Sign me in. Why do I have to sign in everywhere? Oh, man, that's annoying. That's not the right account. Oh, it's saying, what the hell? Okay. I really don't like some things. Okay. Anyways, so apparently, you guys know the ICE detention facility that the 5-year-old boy was sent to in Texas? Well, yeah. So, guys, I don't know if you know this, but We've had 588 cases within the United States of America of measles just since January 1st, 2026. And now, forget this ad, whatever, but now they've shut down the Dilley detention center because of measles cases being reported. You know, this was a disease that was supposed to be mostly eradicated. But thanks to RFK as the Department of HHS, y'all know how that goes. It goes so well, am I right? So now they have to like limit anybody going in, and I'm sure they're gonna need to get tested. It's gonna be very interesting. Oh man. Yeah, so Liam Conejo Ramos and his father will probably need to get tested after that. I think that's horrible. Yeah, measles making a comeback under Maha. Ain't that the GD truth? It's fucking crazy work, my guys. Insanity. Let's see. There was some other stuff. Oh, I found this to be an interesting article. I'm not saying this guy is a good person. He's not, from what I've seen. However, he's not like horrible, right? But I did find it interesting. So let's see. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. His name is Amon Bundy, if I remember correctly. Go away. I'm so tired of pop-ups. Right-wing militia leader blasts DHS agents' behavior history repeating itself.
You're awesome.
And gosh, dang, all the freaking videos and where he goes on again to like, yeah, Amon Bundy, Alex Preddy condemned the shooting of Alex Preddy by a federal immigration officer in Minneapolis as sickening. And it just goes on further into there's a picture of the guy if you needed to know what he looked like. Further into what happened to Renee Good and Alex Preddy, and it's just, and then it goes into this guy's background on how he's known. Basically, he likes squaring off against the government. So he's just anti-government in general. So there is that part. Just, I don't know. I do so enjoy people that are supposedly line up with that ideology going out. Oh, I believe it, Chris. I don't know much about him. I just saw that and I did chuckle because I did think that was funny. That's not what I meant to click. There are too many things going on. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello? Knock, knock. This person just had my like live playing in the background and that's it. Which I mean, cool, I guess. I don't know what to do about that. Yeah, like, hello, are you there? Hello, are you a live person? Do you like, why are you just creepy? I just don't understand that. Also, guys, hold on one second. Thank you, Jonathan, for the 10 over on the green app. I did just see that. Thank you so much. Hello? Hi, how old are you? 25. Are you still supporting Donald Trump? Cool. Can you turn down the stream in the background? Well, I guess asking to turn down the stream resulted in them hanging up. All the weirdos in the world. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Awesome. How old are you? Are you still supporting Donald Trump? What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his 12 months back in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, he's cleaned up the streets of D.C. I think that was a really needed thing. D.C. had gone to a really, really bad criminal state.
Okay. Are you in this? Are you in Washington, D.C.?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So,
how long have you lived there?
I've lived here for 15, 14 years, something like that. So, yeah, just like, every city has its own crime, and crime, generally goes up and down and whatever. But after COVID,
their crime before Donald Trump even came into office was declining. It was on a 30-year downward trend, like lowest it had actually been in 30 years. I don't know if people like realize this or forgot this, but an increase.
Yeah.
An increase? I'm literally still talking. Did I end out my sentence?
Ma'am,
did I period end out my sentence? Well, in order to have a discussion, you would have to allow me to continue to make my points. Yeah, did I finish? Oh, so I didn't finish, right? So you acknowledge that you interrupted me. Awesome. Fantastic.
Are you going to say a thing to tell me when you're done? Over
sure.
and out?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you know when I'm done. I'll tell you exactly when I'm done. Okay?
Thank you.
Awesome. Fantastic. I don't know why people forgot about this, but throughout C19, the entire world, especially industrialized nations and poorer nations, all saw a dramatic increase in their crime during C19. As far as where the 30% was, that was directly from the DC Police Department.
Okay.
Also corroborated on by FBI statistics. The only person that said otherwise was literally Donald Trump and his department heads. So.
Now, am I allowed to speak, or is that rude, or is it inappropriate, or? May I rebuttal? Hello? 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 Am I not allowed to mention Pamela Smith resigning?
I don't know why he wasn't talking.
We were going to talk about that, or are we just ignoring the facts here? Over and out? What do you want me to say?
I mean, you could have just made your statement instead of just staying silent. I really don't know. Yeah, he doesn't exactly, Mr. Wills. He doesn't know social cues. Like, I thought this was a conversation and then doesn't realize that when somebody is dead ass silent, that you have the opportunity to talk. Like, oh man. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
You're a kid. Thank you so much, Jody, for the joy floats. Does that one give like a different thing every time? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you? How is that the question that gets them to hang up? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Niggers.
Y'all have way too much time on your hands to clip videos. That's cool, Jody. I was wondering why it was like a different thing every time. I have seen that. Oh, man. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
Hey, kid, go play Roblox. Thank you, Feisty, for sending out 5 gifted memberships. If you guys received a membership from Feisty, be sure to tell her thank you. Also, please review our community gift. You can find it. Oh, interesting. That's a new thing. Kid, go away. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 38.
38. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
Oh, I like that he's trying to put a stop to the drugs coming into our country.
Okay. So, and how exactly is he doing that, I guess?
Well, I've been seeing on the news that he's been blowing up the drug boats.
Yeah, and what has washed ashore from those drug boats?
I'm not sure I don't know anything about what's washed ashore.
The Mary Jane.
I'm sorry?
Mary Jane. The leafy green substance.
I'm not sure. I mean, do you know it's Mary Jane? I don't know.
Yes, it's literally from debris that is washed up on shore. It has been Mary Jane. And just to be
Okay.
clear, when we're talking about that very first boat where they've acknowledged that they had 11 people on it, do you think that it takes 11 people to run like drugs in a boat from one country to another?
I mean, I think they must have some type of intelligence where they.
That's not
know
what I
it's
asked.
drug-
That's literally not what I asked you. I said, do you think that it takes 11 people to run drugs from one country to another on a boat?
Probably for protection.
For protection? Are you aware that the boat had turned around before it was shot at? Actually, I think at least 3 of the boats out of the ones that they've blown up have turned around before they were shot out of the water.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah. Are you aware that we also violated our own military law by the fact that they concealed the appearance of our jet before it blew the ship out of the water?
You're awesome.
No.
Yeah. So they're
it's always-
violating
it's
our
always-
laws. They're violating international laws because I don't know if you realize this. It's literally the job of the United States Coast Guard, if a ship is within our international water boundaries, to interdict them. Because can you correct, like, is drug smuggling, is that a capital crime? Is that a capital
I mean, if
offense?
Not here, but.
Oh,
I
no,
know there's a
we're
double
in the
standard. I know
United
there's a
States
double
of
standard.
America, so that's actually extremely important. So we're in the United States of America. Is drug smuggling a capital offense?
Not here. I don't
Not
believe so.
not here. Awesome. Fantastic. So we've agreed that it is not a capital offense. So then the proper thing to do with these boats would be to interdict it, stop, interview them, collect all the substances that might be on the boats. Instead, we're probably killing people that are, if they truly were smuggling drugs, it's because they were I don't know if you realize this, but the majority of the people that do that, unfortunately, they've had their families kidnapped, held for ransom until they complete the exercise. So we've probably killed innocent individuals and probably killed people that were victims of human trafficking, because you don't need 11 people to smuggle drugs.
No, but I do agree with you there, though. It is a nasty business that they're in, the drug game. And those people are ruthless. But Trump is trying
Sorry,
to
you're
keep us
killing
safe.
innocent people. Safe from what substance, by the way? Like, what's coming out of Venezuela?
I'm not exactly sure, but I know fentanyl comes through that area.
No, it doesn't.
Well, where does it come from then?
It comes from the materials come from China, shipped into Mexico, and it comes across the southwest border on land. 87% of all drugs smuggled across like the southwest border are are United States citizens. They're not even immigrants.
Well, putting a stop to the drugs is a good thing. I like him doing that.
He's not. I don't understand. Like, how are you? Like, we've already. Sorry, fentanyl doesn't come from Venezuela. That's been proven. It comes from China shipping their materials to Mexico and then smuggled across the United States border, the southwest border, by United States citizens. So blowing up individuals, one of who was a fucking fisherman from Colombia, didn't traffic drugs, by the way. Literally blew up a fishing boat. We're killing innocent people. Because again, as you've already agreed, drug smuggling is not a capital offense.
The thing is, they're in international waters.
And so you think that that means that we shouldn't follow our own law of war manual?
I mean, to keep the American citizens safe, that's what their goal is.
I'm so sorry. Are you still saying that that's our military shouldn't follow our own law of war manual?
I mean, they're just trying to keep us safe, man.
No. Can you answer a direct question? Are you trying to say that our military shouldn't follow our own law of war manual?
Well, if the president wants to keep the people safe, I guess he has to override it, right?
Oh, that's how the Nuremberg trials start, but United States of America style, I guess.
Okay. What other views do you have going?
Oh, sorry. I mean, you seem perfectly fine that our United States military members can potentially be brought up on war crimes, and you're just perfectly fine with that.
I don't even know how they could be brought up if the president orders them to do that.
Thank you,
protect the
Phantom.
United
Oh,
people.
yeah, exactly.
United
That's
people.
exactly it. Have you ever heard of the Palis boat trial?
No, I haven't
Peleus
heard of
boat
that.
trial. Yeah. So this was back in 1940s Germany, right? Where German soldiers blew up a it was a Greek boat with British soldiers on it. And soldiers were hanging off the wreckage. And the German soldiers were ordered to kill all of the survivors as they were already incapacitated. So they made that a war crime to kill people that are hanging off of wreckage because they're already incapacitated. So, and we already know and have acknowledgement from the government that that's exactly what they did with that very first boat strike. Again, after they disguised our jet, which again is both of these two things are literally against our law of war manual. And we haven't seen any evidence of less drugs coming into the United States of America because we blew up boats. We haven't seen a direct correlation causation.
I really don't know anything besides I see in the news, and I try to get a couple different news sources.
It doesn't sound like it.
I listen to, let's see, the left. I listen to Cenk Uygur, Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan wouldn't even qualify himself as the left. The fuck? Senk
Well, hey,
Senk agrees with fucking he's a genocide denier.
well, I listened to a couple different people. A lot
Sure.
of them
Awesome.
from Piers Morgan's show. I try to listen to Patrick Bet David, Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, I listened to a few different on the left and right.
You don't. You've already listed two people that aren't on the left, so
That's just I try to get my news from different sources.
yeah, you don't.
How do you know what my YouTube feed is?
I mean, you've listed 4 people, and 3 out of 4 are right or right leaning. Senk is center right, and he's a genocide denier. So,
Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks? Are you talking about the
yes,
same
he's a
guy?
genocide denier.
No, he's all free Palestine. That's who he is.
Oh,
right?
you think that Palestine is the only genocide that's occurred in the 21st century?
What-
Or even just
what-
since the
what
90s,
other,
sir?
What other genocide denier? What other genocide did he deny?
Armenia, look it up.
Okay, well that's news to me. Thank you.
Yeah.
But hey, it was nice talking to you, ma'am. I just found your line from your show here. I gave you subscribe to.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye.
You too. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
You're a kid. Okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
35?
35. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I was going to ask you, well, yeah, I am.
Sorry. And what specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
I feel like Trump is the lesser of two evils.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Who can take over his job like right now today?
I mean, I think there's some competent people on the right, but I don't think
no,
there's
sorry.
anyone competent on the left.
Perhaps I need to rephrase this question. Right now, today, February 2nd, 2026, who can the people of America vote in to replace Donald Trump as president?
You could have, probably Dos Santos from Florida.
Oh, so we could hold a national election today and vote in a new president today?
No, we couldn't, but
We
you asked if you
couldn't.
could choose.
Oh, fantastic. Can you stop living in 2024?
Exactly.
No,
That's why I
I'm
said
telling
that.
you to stop living in 2024. We literally can't vote in another president. So being like, he's the lesser of two evils is the dumbest response to give in the year 2026 ever.
I'm talking about the left. The left has no one that I would vote in
Okay.
over him.
Again, you literally, that's a moronic statement. It's impossible to occur. So, like, nobody can replace Donald Trump by the will of the people right now today.
Are you pro-Trump?
No,
So why do you hate him?
I don't hate him. I don't support a president that actively goes against our articles and amendments of our United States Constitution. You know, the backbone of our country.
But do you believe that he'll get a third term?
No, that would literally be violating the 22nd Amendment of the United States Constitution. So you even suggesting that is violating the Constitution.
But he said there won't be an election coming up.
And is
He's
that
gonna
what
get
you
a third
voted
term.
for then, I guess? Is that what
No,
you
well,
are
no, I'm
looking
just
for?
that's just what he said.
Why do I care?
Because you're stuck with him.
Why? How am I stuck with him?
All-
Are you saying that there won't be an election in 2028 now?
Correct.
And you're just okay with that?
That's I mean, what am I like?
No.
Like if me and you
I'm
band
asking
together, are we gonna stop
I'm
it somehow?
asking you a direct question. This is a yes or no. This is a binary question. Are you okay with there potentially not being election in the year 2028? Yes or no?
By force, you and me got to be okay with it.
Lord have
We can't change
mercy.
it.
This doesn't require nuance. This is a yes or no question. Are you okay with you're not okay?
I am. I'm okay with it.
You are okay. Well, then you can literally go GFY. All right, my guy? Bye-bye. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah,
Awesome. How old are you?
28.
28. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, I just wanted to make a point to the last caller that I think is dangerous, and I think it's important when you're having the conversations to be clear that it is not a violation of the Constitution to support something that is unconstitutional, and that kills dialogue very quickly. I think it's very important that we support free speech and encourage people with viewpoints we disagree with to bring them into discourse.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Thanks.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello, my name is Raj.
You are a kid. Kids do not call. Go do homework. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
How old are you? Yeah. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Yeah, it appears to be. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yep.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 23.
23. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, can I tell you why?
If you make it quick, I don't mind it. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll be very quick. It's hard for me to speak out because I'm active duty military, and the things I am seeing our president doing is just awful, with the Epstein files, with literally everything, and it just makes it hard to speak out. And the people in your stream are saying go Trump, but they're not educated. Respectfully, they're not educating themselves.
I would not disagree with you there. I think there's a lot of people that are willfully unaware. But make sure if you ever speak anything politically while you are active duty, just say these are my opinions and mine alone and only represent myself. And then you're basically clear of saying anything else. And don't do it in uniform.
Yeah.
All right,
that makes
thanks,
it
man.
tough.
Yeah, just don't do it in uniform. That's like the main thing. And then just be like, these are my opinions and only mine. All right. But I appreciate you. You have a good night.
All right, thank you. You too. Bye.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome.
Hey,
How old are you?
I am 51,
Okay.
and I just found you on IG as I was as I was scrolling through. But so the big question you have is like, do you still support Trump? That's correct.
Yeah. Are you
So-
still supporting Trump?
So the question, I kind of, it's a little bit nuanced, a little bit, or I can't support him fully on anything because
Right,
I think
'cause you're
anybody who
Canadian.
supports him. I am definitely not Canadian.
Why
but
are you
I
calling
grew
from a
up-
Canadian number?
It's not Canada. 670. You can look it up. It's Commonwealth of Northern Mariana Islands.
Oh, well, it's coming up with a +1, which indicates Canada on my
Oh.
end. It does not indicate the United
Oh.
States.
That's okay. +1. Really, +1. That's the first international country code, and it's because the U.S. started phones.
Yeah,
So,
no, I know
+1.
why. Trust me, dude. I know why. I'm just telling you, Google Voice, which is the call service that I use, doesn't utilize it or flag it when it's an American caller from the US
Oh, this
of A. It doesn't. Yeah, it only does it for Canadian callers because you're the only one ever that I've answered the phone that has a +1 that's been like, when I ask, like, so what part of Canada are you calling from? That is giving me,
That's
oh, I'm
hilarious.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 100% not. I'm looking at the ocean right now. Right now, it's 11:24 in the morning on Tuesday where I'm at. I'm on the island of Saipan. So I
Yeah.
can't explain what's going on with the phone system, but that's what it is. Area
Actually,
code
that
670.
might make sense. Yeah. Cool. NT Olway.
Can we get back to it though? Because I'm with you. I think it's a great conversation.
Apparently
That's what I
utilizes
felt.
the islands except for not Puerto Rico, because Puerto Rico comes in as regular. I've talked to people from there. It's very odd how Google Voice decides what numbers has it then.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do a show too, but I don't use Google
This
Voice.
is
But that's cool that you
amazing.
do. So I don't know much about it. But
Hail
yeah,
Satan
so
for
the
you,
main thing
Rod.
is, so the thing is, I can't get behind them unilaterally on anything, but there are things that the administration pushes that I can definitely get behind. But like the idea of changing the Kennedy Center to the Trump Kennedy Center sounds like a child. It sounds like who would do something like that?
And
The
now he's
idea
closed
of
it down for 2 years because everybody was canceling their performances, but he's closing it down for reconstruction.
it's the behavior of a childish mind. Totally agree. And see, the dog agrees. But then you've also got but there's some things that I'm not completely against. I don't like the way things are going with everything with all of the ICE stuff for sure. However, there has to be something that gets done about the immigration issue in the United States. I mean, you have to. Otherwise, we underwrite a subclass that we're okay with paying people less and keeping them as a vulnerable part of our population where we can't. They can be abused and not go to authorities. People
Then
could
the
not pay
answer
them.
is, sorry, I have an answer for you. I have a solution for this. File
Okay.
charges, whether it be criminal or civil charges, against the companies that are hiring them for less than federal or state minimum wage, because that's literally a violation of the fair labor laws that were set in place back in the 70s. But we're not seeing
Totally
that
agree.
happen. Instead, we're just taking it out on the people that are being paid below minimum wage. And they're the ones that are being demonized, not the companies that are actively doing it.
Well, I don't demonize the people themselves for doing it. I don't think I. So I served previously, and when part of my time in service, I was in Guantanamo Bay, and I was there during massive immigration of Cubans and Haitians in the early '90s, and I got to speak firsthand with folks who built their own rafts, who risked everything they had to sail or drift 90 miles to get to the U.S. So I can appreciate that, and I don't blame them for wanting to go to a better place. And I can appreciate like the thought process you have to go through to leave everything you've ever known and the only place you've ever lived to go to some idea of a place far away. So I don't demonize the people who have entered the country illegally. I don't. However, you're right. I think exactly going against those companies and moving against them, filing charges, all the fines and everything, absolutely. But the other thing is, I don't know how they're able to be hired by those companies, not just to mention be paid less, but how they're able to be hired in the first place, because you're supposed to have them on the books. So seems to me there's all kinds of fraud that those companies would be charged with too.
Exactly. So they
That.
could be brought up on so many different charges, but they're not doing it. Instead, Donald Trump is doing the opposite. Now he's actually saying that he's acknowledging that some industries absolutely need to have immigrant workers, and he wants to work with them in order to get them status or whatever they need in order to be able to work. Like it's literally just, sorry, it's just a bunch of fucking hypocrisy, if I'm being honest.
Well, you're talking about a guy who wants to name a ship after him too, right? The Trump class.
Donald Trump wants everything. He wants his name on everything, right? He literally said in a recorded interview with the New York Times that obtaining Greenland would fulfill a psychological need for him.
Wow.
He's just about trying to leave his mark on the United States and his mark on the world. And instead, it's just, unfortunately, it is dropping us down a hole that's just like going way, way down in real time.
Well, it seemed like bizarro world ever since Bush got elected in the first place. But that's just my perspective. And the whole invasion of Iraq was crazy in 2003 too. Anyway, fast forward back to your topic. But other things that I don't really think are terrible. Again, I don't want anybody to be discriminated against because of who they are or how they live, their who they're attracted to, who they fall in love with, who they get married to, and all of that. So that part, that is the underlining part for this. However, when it comes to sports competitions, I believe that there should be a line between men and women and people who identify as women, because at least there is an advantage there for sure.
What about
And I
people that
think,
identify as men?
well, it's not the same because I
It's
mean,
not the same,
not
but then it
not
would be
every
men hurting women. Isn't that the
well,
whole shtick? So why would
no,
it
no,
be
no,
on a
no.
different level?
So to be fair, not every
No, to
man
be
is stronger
fair,
than every
you would be
woman.
against trans men playing in men's sports too. Otherwise, you're actually
No,
just
because
practicing
there's no
another
advantage.
form. Oh yeah, is that why Patricio like beat the ever like won titles and shit?
Oh no, I'm
Are
not
you
saying
there's not an
every woman is
advantage?
and every man aren't the same, but
Oh
like
goodness.
really, no. But there is an advantage. That's why women's sports exist, though, aren't they? I mean, it's
There's
this.
also co-ed sports that exist.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
Again,
But no, I'm sorry. It
you're
is
not coming.
actually
This is not somebody who
practicing
hates anything.
discrimination. It is actually practicing discrimination when you're not concerned about trans men going into men's sports.
No, it's because
How is that
they
not
can.
discrimination?
Because it's saying like
How is
so
that not
I still play sports.
discrimination?
Well, if you're good enough to play up to the men's level, then you can. Just like a younger child.
But I
right?
thought
Like
the whole idea was to protect women from men, correct?
Correct. Well,
Correct.
wait. Not the way some of the people on the far right preach about protecting all that stuff. Protecting there's the reason why that women's sports exist is so that women can still play and enjoy the sports that they're playing in as well, right? And a guy like an average guy, like just I don't have the science.
Are
on
you
what the
aware
exact
that
count
individuals
is
that
and
are on
height.
HRT lose muscle mass?
Okay, but if they're talented enough to play at the more
Mm,
physical level that men play in, then
They
I think
wouldn't
that's
be
okay.
actually. The
Playing
majority of them.
playing up.
So no, sir. I see. I don't think like I'm sorry. Do you think only that trans men take HRT, hormone replacement therapy? I'm talking about trans women. Also, are you aware? Like, do you know how hard? Like, sorry. Do you not think that by trying to regulate women's sports so that you are leaving out trans women, that somehow you are not rolling back the rights that women have under their own individuality and their own privacy for that matter?
See, that doesn't seem fair
It
to
doesn't
me
seem
when I
fair to you?
process
Okay.
it. I guess
So here,
not to be
I can explain it
argumentative.
to you though. But here's the thing I can
Uh-huh.
explain it to you, right? Is that
Mhm.
women have been fighting for centuries to have their own privacy, to make their own decisions, and have come so far that they're able to play in their own sports. But when we have a question being raised about whether a woman is perhaps wasn't AFAB, assigned female at birth, right? But instead they were AMAB, assigned male at birth, right? Then that means that that individual whose sex is in question, not in compliance with what they consider to be like what their gender is. Now, how do you determine whether that individual is in fact a trans woman or was assigned female at birth? How would you do that?
I would just go with chromosomes, just because if you were
No,
to
that's not an
find,
accurate. Are you not aware that there's over 40 different chromosomal pairings that can occur? It's not just XXXY. You can have XXX. You can have XYX. You can have XYY. There's so many different pairings that you can have of chromosomes. It's not that simple. And also that a karyotyping test is extremely expensive. It's not just something you go willy-nilly and pay for it.
Well,
So who's paying for
it's just
the karyotyping test for every woman that wants to participate in women's sports?
Well, if that was the only factor, I mean, that's
It's not the
something
only
else.
factor. Again, we have instances, recorded, documented instances of men giving birth that have a pure 46 XY chromosome pairing. 6 instances of men that were literally chromosome pairings. They looked it up. They did a karyotyping test on them to know where they were. Pure 46 XY, which is like the most manliest men according to science and all that jazz. So, again, chromosomes are not how you would determine if someone is a man or a woman. So, if we have someone that is a woman, let's just say a female boxer like Amani Khalif, how would you prove whether Amani Khalif is a trans man or a woman? Or sorry, is a man or a trans woman? Or is an actual
Well,
woman? How would you determine it?
I would start probably with a physical and go from there.
And physical
And let
doing
let
what?
actual
What does
and
the
let
physical
actual-
do? What does the physical
just-
do? What are they looking for when they are performing a physical examination of a woman?
So I would.
What are they looking
Respectfully, I
for?
appreciate that it's your show, so I would want to finish the answer. And I would let the medical professional make that determination based on the most up-to-date knowledge that they have. And
Yeah.
if we have
And,
medical
and what is
professionals
that?
who
Because
make
not
that
all women
decision-
have obvious bosoms. So how would you determine that? What would they need to be looking at in a physical?
Oh, I know what answer you would like for me to give. I'm
It's
telling
the
you, I
only
would
true
like the
answer that
doctor.
you guys could have. Giddy up. Would be a examination of their external genitalia. And so therefore, you are rolling back the rights of women and their right to their own privacy if now every woman is subject to an internal review by medical professionals to determine if they have the correct genitalia to perform in said sport. And for the person that says, how about a womb? Not every person has a womb. And how do you fucking look for a womb, my guy? You have to have a sonogram that goes inside you. That's even more invasive than a regular
Awesome.
physical.
A sonogram is more invasive than a well.
A
either way,
sonogram, the wand goes inside of yes, the wand goes inside of you. A sonogram is more invasive. Are
So
you
my guess
okay?
is that I guess that you probably get a lot of people who want to argue with you, but I don't. My purpose for calling was not to
Oh, well,
get in
you
an
are the
argument
one
with
who
you
brought
about
up trans women in women's sports.
sports.
And I'm just explaining to you how your ideology of wanting to segregate them out, by the way, and it's still fucking highly discriminatory to not segregate out trans men in the same talking points. Talk about discrimination, but I thought we're supposed to be about equality on the right or something, blah, 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 blah.
But it's the overall.
But they
thing
what?
is
They
that
chose
men
to do
and
it?
Women, but it's not the same level of strength and speed, and that's exactly the reason why.
Right.
It's
So
not-
if
so
a
if the women,
trans
if women are
man
good,
boxer wants to go and compete with other men boxing, you have no concern about that person who was AFAB getting beat up by
But
an AMAB. So you actually
it's
don't
not-
care about women.
No, but see,
And you
you're
also don't
framing it
care
incorrectly.
about no,
It's
you
not
still
apples
don't
to
care.
apples.
Like it is actually. Like if you have an issue
Well,
with
no,
that,
so like,
do you
you
not
think
have an issue
men
with
and
you don't have issues with trans men being sexually assaulted by men in their sport?
oh my gosh, I would never say anything like that.
Oh,
And
so then
that's not what that's
I'm
all
sorry. If
about.
you don't
It-
understand how these are issues that you're not considering, but you don't actually care about, never bring up this subject again because you still don't
It's
understand.
about the competition. It's about the competition aspect.
Oh my
Men
God.
in general are better athletes when it comes to the same sport, like male tennis players and female tennis
And
players. If
again,
they
I
opened
don't
it
know.
up
I
and it
don't
was
know if you
completely
realize
open-
this. Again,
Mhm.
hormone replacement therapy alleviates the majority of that because it reduces muscle mass in individuals that take hormone replacement therapy. In individuals, and this has been a rule in the NCAA, is that you have to have been on HRT for 2 years to compete in your preferred gender sports. instead of just your sex assigned. But do you, since you've moved us away from this, I do just want to make sure, do you understand how your ideology of excluding trans women out of women's sports has now hurt all women and you have rolled back their right to privacy?
So yeah, and I
Do you
really,
understand that?
I understand what the way you're putting it. I just don't see it
Do you
the
not,
same way
I'm
that
so
you do.
sorry, have women not fought for the right to be participating in sports? That's the whole reason why Title VIII exists, right? Was
It's
predominantly
actually
originally for Title
Title
VII, Title IX, yeah, my bad, Title IX, my mistake there, correct. Title IX exists because women were being excluded from things, right? But you are stepping in
And
on their
if
privacy
women-
because the only way that individuals know if, like, especially silly people on the internet, know if someone is a man or a woman is based off of their external genitalia. Because not all women grow bosoms, right? Not all women, and again, by the way, vaginal agenesis exists. Not all women are born with vaginas. Not all women have wombs.
All of this, I understand what you're saying. Now,
It
let me
doesn't
ask you,
sound
though,
like it.
do
You're still okay
but-
with rolling back the rights of women to their privacy.
So when archaeologists stumble upon human remains based
No.
on their ability,
I'm done with that. No. You can literally just admit that you literally don't actually care about women. You're perfectly fine with women that you would consider women, trans men participating in men's sports because they chose to do it, right? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello? I will put this one up here. Is this up here? This is a good point. Yo, I have a daughter, and if you push that they should be violated to make sure sports are safe, you can go fuck yourself all day long and never come out. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello,
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 35.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
I like all the vaginas that he grabs.
Well, I hope you get thrown under the prison. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes. Hello. How are you doing?
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 25.
25. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am.
What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his year back in office that has earned your continued support?
Generally, his policies are acceptable. I wouldn't say that I am fervently in support of all of his policies. I do like how he is dealing with immigration by and large. There are obviously issues with it. I like most of his foreign policies. I think in general, he's doing well.
Okay, so like what specifically? Where would you like to start?
Well, if we could, I'd like to go back to the trans
No,
discussion you were
absolutely
having with
the
last
fuck
guy.
not. Pick a different topic. You didn't even list that in your first part. If you can't abide by that, I will simply hang up on and move on. If you
That's
want to talk
quite
about
angry.
transgender
All right.
individuals, no, I don't give a fuck about your fucking feelings in this goddamn moment.
Well,
If you want to talk about transgender individuals, there is a show on Thursday night. It's called Jimmy Snow and the Line. You can go hit them up. They'll be happy to talk to you. Talk to the boogeyman in the fucking closet.
So your anger right now, though,
My anger is because I'm tired of fucking individuals like you ignoring the fact that my goddamn friends exist. So literally go fuck yourself. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
67.
67. Are you? Yeah, you're not a real person. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
29.
You thought too long. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I am
Awesome. How old are you?
30.
30. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I do, but less than what I was before.
Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
The tariffs.
Okay. And so the United States of America has a 15% tariff on countries like Japan, Spain, France. So who pays that 15% tariff on imports coming out of Japan?
So that would be the importer. So the
United
final
States importer?
destination. So whoever's bringing the product in.
Fantastic. And are you aware that a study performed by the Kiel Institute out of Germany has determined that 96% of the tariffs collected have been pushed on to the American consumer?
I am aware.
So why are you supporting the cost of our goods increasing within the United States of America being pushed on to the American consumer?
While I don't believe that it is a long-term solution, what I do believe will happen, and I think we're seeing that with India now, is that they are going to drive more domestic production, even though that the cost will be elevated in the short term. It should address supply chain domestically.
Oh, it should increase its supply chain domestically. Gotcha. Is that why the CEO of Ford has announced that they're having difficulty fulfilling their manufacturing jobs that are paying $120,000 starting across the United States in their manufacturing plants? Giddy up. Is that why we've lost over 100,000 manufacturing jobs just in the year of 2025, according to Bureau of Labor Statistic data?
You're awesome.
So I believe the labor, well, I can speak to Ford in particular. The $120,000 a year sounds like a great number for like 2004, 2005. With skilled labor, you're going to make more than that because I am in skilled labor. I have very limited college experience, and I'm.
Do you know what the average and the medium wage is within the United States of America?
I believe it's 38 to 42.
It's about 45 is the average. Medium is about 88. Anybody making $120,000 is above both of those.
I agree. With skilled labor, though, so they're going to take outliers, right? So skilled labor would be, I don't want to say median, but you're going to be pushing 80 to 90, which is still lower than the 120. I agree. I just don't believe that Ford is the powerhouse that it used to be.
Oh, okay.
And I believe that there's higher opportunity for skilled labor outside of Ford.
Gotcha.
Ford.
But I thought, so why would you be in support of tariffs then? Because we're actually losing skilled labor jobs as a result of tariffs and AI technology.
So I would like to touch on AI. I don't know if you like conspiracy theories.
I don't. In fact, TikTok doesn't like it either. And oh my God, thank you, Kat, so much for the flying jets. I'm so sorry.
You're
that's
fine.
the ADD,
So,
ADHD right there. Anyway.
I would like to think, and maybe this analogy is bad. You've had a stable girlfriend for 6 years. You get out of the relationship and you go a little crazy, right?
Guys, let's get W Cats in the comments
think
for
that's what
lighting up the gift galleries.
And will be until his term's ended. We said, this was fucking crazy. Let's not do this again. And it's kind of a middle of the pendulum swing. We've swung left, we've swung right. Maybe now we can sit in the middle. You kind of
What do
see
you
some kind of
think
logic
is a
in that.
leftist? I'm just curious. What do you think is a far left ideology?
So, and I was listening to the
Huge W's
Can
to
we
Cat.
agree that a democracy would be majority rule with minority protections? Do you think that's reasonable?
We don't even have we're not a direct democracy in the United States.
I agree. We're a constitutional republic.
Which is a form
But
of
we have-
democracy.
Right. But would you agree that democracy, in a very simplified term, would be majority rule, minority protection?
Sure, we don't practice that here at all.
I agree.
Okay.
So with the trans thing, I am all for whoever wants to play whatever sports, they can play whatever sports, no matter what they want to say or identify as. But if you are if you're a female athlete and you're undressing in a locker room and you don't know that
Yeah,
this other person
again,
is
I don't
there-
know why like people think that they want to go back to a subject when I literally just said absolutely the fuck not to the last caller.
Oh, I was trying to call in, so I didn't hear that part. So
Okay.
I will not go into that then. So what I would hope for the tariffs is we see them end here in the next 3 months. And hopefully that drives down the consumer price index because now we're getting rid of tariffs domestically, and then we are going to have a fair market shift with our exports and their tariffs on the end of the line for whatever we're exporting. And then what we saw with India today, they are now going to start limiting purchases of Russian crude oil and buy from the U.S. and maybe Venezuela if we can figure out what the hell we're doing there.
Yes, I did see that Donald Trump finally lowered his retaliatory 50% tariffs that he placed on India because Modi, the Prime Minister Modi of India, wouldn't agree that Donald Trump helped end the war between India and Pakistan.
Oh, I agree. And that's places like that, you're not going to have a short-term solution that's going to have a long-term effect. I don't think that was ever going to happen.
I just like how
But-
you brush past the fact that Donald Trump's tariffs were retaliatory.
They were, absolutely.
Yeah.
But if we use tariffs, and granted this is in front of the Supreme Court so they can make that decision, but if we have India that's going to now get in bed with with Russia, and we can tariff those products to drive them back to say you cannot do this, and if you do,
We didn't
you're
tariff
going to pay
those
for it.
things. Sorry, we
I
can't
agree.
tariff the products that they buy from other countries. Russian oil has been sanctioned since 2023.
Absolutely, but India's domestic product that they're exporting to the United States, if we tariff those to drive them back to say, we'll tariff these, no one's going to want to pay for your product.
Sure.
We'll
And the
produce those
American
domestically.
consumer has suffered because of it. And you've already agreed that the Kiel Institute, their studies showed that 96% of all of the income,
You're awesome.
everything that's come out of the tariffs that the United States has placed on other countries was passed on and paid for by the consumers.
Yes.
So all I'm
And it
hearing you
will-
argue is that you're just good with consumers, United States of American consumers paying higher.
I am not
prices.
good with it, but it is what we have to deal with now because we're not going to change it unless there's an impeachment, right?
Oh, I mean, I guess technically you're right because Donald Trump, when he was asked, does he have to follow us court orders? He said he wasn't sure and he would have to consult an attorney.
He's
know.
not a good speaker when it comes to technicals.
Sir,
I
he's
agree.
actively violating his Article 6 of the United States Constitution,
I don't disagree.
his oath of office, for those that don't know.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
One
so,
could say, and I'm not. I'm
and,
not
and
giving him
remind
the
me,
benefit of the doubt.
within the oath of office, is it saying that it's very similar to the Armed Forces oath of office, where you are swearing to uphold and honor the United States Constitution?
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Right. But I'm talking about with the president, right? The oath of
Yeah.
office that the representatives take, the senators take, justices take as well, right?
Yep.
So,
And we've seen how all of them have kept their
and
oath.
what do you know what article of the United States Constitution designates the powers given to the judicial branch of government?
It's Article 3.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah. Article 6 also clearly states that you have to respect all of the other branches of government, not just the one that you operate within. So Donald Trump is actively violating Article 2, Article 3, and Article 6 with his statement of saying, I don't know if I have to follow judicial orders. And he's never retracted that.
I agree, but
In fact, JD Vance doubled down on it. JD Vance doubled down on it and said that they don't have to follow judicial orders. So
They don't have to follow judicial orders. from,
JD
like,
Vance doubled down on that, yeah.
through a district if they have it. And I
Which
get it. I'm
isn't
not
true
trying
at
to make it
all.
worse.
They have to
If
follow all
they
orders from
seek
all
a
judges.
if they seek a stay. So I don't disagree with
No,
you.
they have to follow all orders from all judges, even if they seek a
All-
stay until it's decided upon.
All judges. So
Yes,
and I'd like to
sir.
hammer down on
That's how that works.
So if a city magistrate made an order,
You're awesome.
the Article 2 executive,
Sorry, sir.
have
A
to
city
follow
magistrate wouldn't be able to hold a.
all orders.
Sorry, no, I don't think you're listening. A city magistrate would not be able to hear a case that is being sued against the federal government, sir. That's always heard in district courts. It's not heard at city. So, to start with, your premise is already incorrect.
What I was trying to get at is all judges in all orders.
Again,
And it goes down
cases
to the
brought
mincing
against the
of words.
federal government would be heard at a district court.
Federal district court.
Yeah, not city.
Right.
But for
That's
that
where I'm
example,
trying-
yes, the governors of a state would in fact have to listen to their city magistrates.
That's why I'm trying to say mincing words. All judges, all orders.
No, you just
That's why I said a city magistrate. It's not all judges and all orders.
you didn't. Is that why you said it? That's your okay, sure. That's the
It's not.
reason.
I thought I've been very decent here. I'm not trying to be an ass. I'm just saying the law is very particular. So while Donald Trump's saying, I don't know, I'll have to ask an attorney, it's not saying you don't have to follow him. He doesn't know. So the law is very precise.
So he's never been president before?
I'm not saying that. But the law is there's so much in it.
The
that
law
by
is
saying,
very
"I don't
unclear
know,"
that
I
the
don't
executive
recall.
branch of government has to listen to the
Well, he's not
judicial
he's
branch
not an
of government.
attorney. And I think
So
it would
he
be
hasn't
wise
been
legal advice
president
to say,
before? He didn't take an oath of office where they explained to him that there are 3 co-equal
You're
branches
awesome.
of government. He's never heard of this before. He's never been challenged at a federal level before.
I'm not saying. What I'm saying is it would be wise legal advice for someone to say, I don't know. I'll
Actually,
have
it
to
just sounds
consult
pretty
with my
fucking stupid. If you've been president before and in a response to a question that you're asked, like you've already been president, right? You're 3 months into your current presidency. Judges have already ruled against you. And your response to a question of, do you have to follow judicial orders is, I don't know, I'd have to ask my attorney. Like, that's pretty fucking dumb. And if you don't know that, 5 years into a presidency, right? Like 4 years and 3 months into a goddamn presidency, you should never be president ever. If you don't
So
know
what's the
that,
alternative?
sorry, sir. Like, I don't, like, impeach him. 25th Amendment him. Get him the fuck out. If you, like, that's, like, I'm sorry. If you don't know this after, like, day 2 of being in office, you've got a fucking problem. But this is
that's what-
4 years and 3 months into his presidency. He did not know whether he needed to follow judicial orders.
How long was Clinton in when he disobeyed or didn't follow judicial orders?
No, sir, that's not the same. Also,
not
I
the
don't give
same?
a fuck about Clinton. What did I say? I'm saying in response to being asked a question, do you have to follow judicial orders? And if you don't know the answer is yes, then you don't need to be president. What part of that do you not understand? Those are not the
Why
same.
are you-
When did Clinton decided, like, how far into his presidency did he ignore judicial orders? That wasn't what I was saying. That is not the same.
This is where I go back to saying all other congressmen and senators.
Done. Like, you're not tracking. I'm sorry. I'm not putting up with somebody that's just, like, refusing to track the conversation. What? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
I'm 33.
33. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay, give me 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Guys, if you're new here, I'm really bad at self-promoing, but if you are new here, also Comrade B Raiders over on the TikTok app. If you're new here, hit that follow button up at the top or hit that subscribe button depending on what platform you are on. We do have gifts, super fans, memberships, super chats, bits, and subscriptions all available. All of these things help support the live and keep doing this every day and talking to y'all. Appreciate you. I will read the super chats towards the end. Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his 12 months back in office that has earned your continued support?
Yes. So I liked the idea of deporting undocumented immigrants.
I would agree with deporting criminals.
I see. No, I think unfortunately we have we have too many people, and unfortunately poor Americans are being affected by undocumented Americans. So I think we need to bring in
Who
I would
is being
say
affected by them and how?
sure, yes. So I think it drives down wages
You
for poor
think it
Americans.
drives down wages for poor Americans. Do you have a correlation causation study for that?
Yes. From institute.gov.
Institute.gov. Hold on. Okay. Institute.gov. What's the title?
I don't have it. I would have to find it.
Cool. Here's what I can give you. You have a Harvard analysis published in 2018. Yale also did one in 2023, as well as the Penn Wharton budget model also did one. And what they found is that undocumented illegal immigrants only affect the wage market for unskilled jobs. So if you have a high school diploma, they're not affecting your wages.
I would disagree with the high school diploma.
I'm
but
sure
it
you
also
can
affects-
disagree with that, sir, but these are what peer-reviewed studies found, and I've listed it from 3 different institutes.
It talks about more than just wages. It affects numerous things.
Oh, what else does it affect? And please show me the correlation causation study.
Sure, it affects housing as well.
Okay,
and
so
prices.
then please tell me, if it affects housing, why is it that every single industrialized nation in the entire world has a housing crisis right now? Are they also all facing this huge surge of illegal immigrants in all of these industrialized nations, that every single one of them are also facing a housing crisis?
Well, give me an example of what do you find? What do you think? Like China? Are you saying China's an industrial nation?
Yes, I'm pretty sure they're
Okay.
considered one. Offhand, I couldn't say for sure, but we can just say like Australia, Spain, the United Kingdom, France, Poland, Germany, Denmark, Greenland, Ireland. Well, Greenland's a part of Denmark. They're a territory, not a country. New Zealand, Brazil, Peru, Portugal, Singapore. These are all industrialized nations, and they're all facing a housing crisis.
Yes, and you do realize most of them have an immigrant problem, right?
Oh, you
Especially
just
the
said
European
most, but
ones.
I'm sorry. Why is it that almost the entire fucking world is facing a housing crisis, but not every single country has an immigrant crisis?
Sure. Well, Singapore is different. Different countries are different. Singapore doesn't
Oh, just
have
different
a
countries are different,
immigration problem.
guys. That's it. Case closed. Close the book. Let's end. We're done with the
No,
live.
Can I talk before you hang
Sir,
up?
if you don't say something that's just absolutely asinine.
Well, I can't finish my sentence.
Well, sir, I'm still waiting for a correlation causation study, and you have not provided one, because here's what I can tell you what is actually affecting the housing crisis, right?
Go ahead.
Remnants of C-19 and how the whole world shut down because of a pandemic. Houses weren't being built. We also, specifically within the United States of America, our housing crisis is pushed out because of corporations purchasing single family homes and places like Airbnb and Verbos, people renting out second houses as vacation homes to individuals that are traveling is also another reason why we are facing a housing crisis across the world, because those are not limited to the United States of America, because nobody's actually occupying them. They are considered unoccupied and empty.
Hmm. So corporations only account for 1% of the houses being bought.
Yes, and 30% of all empty homes are, guess what? Houses that are rented on places like Airbnb and Vrbo. All unoccupied homes, 30% of those are places that are Airbnbs and Verbos.
You're awesome.
I understand that as well. Also, illegal immigrants or undocumented immigrants live in houses as well.
Are they unoccupied?
They are occupied houses.
Hey, what do you need to buy a home on credit? Like, how do you get credit? What do you need
You
for a
ju-
credit?
It depends. There's some banks that'll.
No, there's like
if you
basic starter information that is necessary for credit. What is the basic starter information that is necessary for credit?
credit card, but you don't need to buy a
No,
house.
that's
I
not
did buy a
it.
house through a
Are
credit
you,
card.
what is your
Credit.
basic starter information for credit?
I bought my
You're
house without
awesome.
credit, so I couldn't tell you. You want to enlighten me?
Name, date of birth, address, social security, or an ITIN.
Oh, I see.
Again,
But you
I said
know,
basic. Like, what is your basic starter information? I didn't say what do you need to build credit. I said, what is your basic starter information that you need for credit?
oh, that's weird because my uncle's illegal and he got a house. How did that happen?
Oh, and you know what? My uncle is a
What?
fully formed fucking American citizen, and he bought a house on fucking credit because he has got a goddamn social security number. Anecdotal stories that are not evidence for 500, please. You're fucking
What?
stupid. Things that didn't happen for 500. He just happened to have $200,000 in fucking cash. Goddamn fucking liar. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah,
Awesome. How old are you?
37.
37. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
For the most part, yes.
Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
What he's doing for the VA, as me as a veteran, has helped out tremendously for, well, specifically in regards to the issues down in LA where he had taken over for the Cal Berkeley stuff, which should never have been towards the campus. It should have been towards homeless veterans from the start.
What are you even talking about?
I just said the housing that was down in LA that he had taken out of UC Berkeley's hands and put it back into the VA's hands so homeless veterans have houses to go to instead of being on the street, to where they get substance abuse issue counseling and mental health.
No, I'm sorry, I'm not seeing anything about that. In fact, he halted $400 million in federal funds meant for VA clinics and cemeteries in Alameda. He cut funding into late 2025 for veterans care. Let's see, they held rallies. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not seeing anything about how he took over.
It was just done within the last couple months that he got this thing finalized.
Nope, not seeing anything about that. They're literally talking about UC Berkeley fears Trump funding cuts. Like, I even typed in specifically Cal Berkeley, right? I use your verbiage on that. Do you have an executive order number? Or a House resolution number? A Senate bill number?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was Santa Barbara. I'm sorry, not Berkeley.
Fucking context goddamn matters.
Do
Santa
you
Barbara?
do you believe in God by
Santa
chance?
Barbara?
Yeah, UC Santa Barbara, UCSB.
Oh yeah, dude, that doesn't open until 2028. Like okay. See, this is why shit like you have to say a bunch of things like you're missing a bunch of fucking information. I believe that that's absolutely a good thing that they're building something, but it's not going to open until 2028 because it has to be built.
Correct. And the reason
Yeah.
it hasn't been built is because a lot of
Because
things
he
in
stripped
California haven't
$400
gone
million
through because
in
we
federal
have.
funds meant for the VA clinics and cemetery in Alameda. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, he's doing so much to help the veteran population that he's also cutting funds.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say that they don't misappropriate funds either, because look, they
So
spend
just cut
$300
funds
$600 on a
entirely
phone,
from
which
all
they don't even need.
veterans?
I
So
mean,
just cut
there's
the
a lot of things
funds
that you
from all
don't quite know
veterans?
about with the VA Association that you don't. I get involved with the VA quite often. I
I'm
do
sure
their
you
town
do.
hall meetings. So, I mean, I get that you're very condescending and, you know, you
No, I
obviously don't
like
believe in
facts
God.
and evidence. Oh yeah, fuck your God, dude. If
Oh,
you
because
like,
I
I'm so
don't,
sorry.
I
Hold
don't
on, hold
sit
on,
there
hold
and
on,
say
hold
the
on, hold
correct
on, hold
verbiage
on,
on
hold
it.
on. Hold
You're
on,
going to
one
be
second,
condescending towards the name of
one
it.
second, 1 second. Which God do you believe in, or which form of Jesus do you believe in? Do you believe in biblical Jesus or Republican Jesus?
I don't believe there's a difference.
You don't believe there's a difference.
There's
Are
only
you,
one
are
Jesus.
you, okay, cool. There's only one
Jesus of
Jesus.
Nazareth.
Fan fucking tastic. Are you for or against Donald Trump's mass deportation efforts?
Yeah, why not?
That's not what I asked. Are you for or against Donald
I'm
Trump's
for it.
mass? Okay, so is Jesus white or brown?
I mean, evidence shows that he was tannish white, just like most Hebrew.
He would be brown, my guy.
Whatever.
Whatever. Yeah.
Tomato,
See,
tomato.
thank you. You just pointed out the fact that you believe in Republican Jesus. You don't believe in
Okay, so he
actual
has
Jesus
some
of the
melanin
Bible.
in his
What
skin.
is no, this is more to do with just the melatonin or the melanin. Melatonin is what you take to go to sleep. You fall asleep at night, guys, by
Well, I
the
was
way.
going to say, you're talking
Yeah,
about
blah blah
context
blah.
here, and you just
Wow,
said
I
melatonin.
absolutely yes. And sir, guess what guess what I'm capable of doing? I'm capable of correcting myself. Isn't
Oh,
that
yeah, so did
fantastic?
I.
Isn't that funny how that works out? Yeah, after you double down. I did it like immediately. Anyway, isn't that funny how that works? Cool.
That's
Cool.
great.
So
That's
now going back to
fantastic.
context, how many biblical verses do you think are mentioned in the Bible where Jesus or even God are talking about the treatment of immigrants?
Oh, yeah, treat your neighbors just like as if you're friends.
Oh,
Get
so
it,
much
got it.
more than that. Yeah, what else? There's so much more than that.
Okay, but look, besides
Oh,
from
okay,
a
but what?
biblical
Look,
standpoint,
got it. So you
besides
are
from a
Republican
biblical standpoint,
Jesus. You are Republican Jesus. Got it. Because you're okay with
no.
the mistreatment of immigrants. You're
I'm
okay
not
with
saying
them being
mistreatment.
treated that.
If you're talking about mistreatment, you're talking about the
Are
Obama
you?
presidency
And
where
guess
they're
what? Guess
stuck in
what?
cages.
Fuck Obama and the way he did fucking immigrants. I have no problem saying that. Goddamn, like is that a gotcha? Fuck Obama. He was sued by the ACLU.
Okay.
There were
How many people
protests
did
held
Clinton
across the
deport?
entire country against Obama. Clinton is shit. Fuck Clinton. Bury him under the goddamn prison. I don't give a shit about Clinton. Why do you guys think you're literally throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping to see what sticks.
How many people
Fuck
did
'em.
Bush deport?
Fuck him. I don't give a shit about Bush. Like, what do you think
Okay,
I
so
care?
then why are you
I'm
guys crying
talking
about
about this
Trump?
fact.
The big
Because
bad Trump is
you
the
brought
boring
up
people. Are you
God.
serious?
Let's try not to divert any further. You brought up God, and I want to talk to you about what God says
Well, no, because
about
you keep
immigrants.
saying
So how about this? How about this? How
saying
about
his name in
this?
vain, and
How
it's not
about this?
appropriate.
God fucking damn it. Oh my God, cry more. Am I hurting your little princess ears, Pookie Pie? Okay, so here we go. So what? Yeah, okay, cool boy. Cool beans. Leviticus 19:33-34. When a stranger sojourns with you in your land, you shall not do him wrong. You shall treat the stranger who sojourns with you as the native among you, and you shall love him as you love yourself. For you were strangers in the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. That is your fucking Jesus and God speaking about how you are supposed to be treating immigrants. You believe in Republican Jesus, my friend. You are okay with the mistreatment of immigrants. Do not ever fucking call yourself a goddamn follower of Christ, a goddamn follower of God, if you yourself don't follow the word of what you claim to be is your God. You are not a man of God, but you want to get mad at me for speaking his name in vain. I'm pretty sure that if God is truly omnipotent and like all-knowing, he knows that I mean it as a degradation towards idiots like you. And I have no problem judging you. I have zero problem judging you. Cursed is anyone who withholds justice from the foreigner, the fatherless, or the widow. Then all the people shall say amen. Deuteronomy 27:19. 1 Chronicles 16:19-22. When they were few in number or little account, and strangers in the land, wandering from nation to nation, from one kingdom to another people, he allowed no one to oppress them. He rebuked kings on their account, saying, do not touch my anointed ones. Do my prophets no harm. And yet here you are fucking speaking ill of immigrants and claiming that you are a man of God and that all Jesus is the same no matter what umbrella you place him in. All right? I was eyes to the blind and feet to the lame. I was father to the needy, and I championed the cause of the stranger. I broke the fangs of the unrighteous and made them drop their prey from their teeth. Job 29:25-17. The Lord watches over strangers. He upholds the orphan and the widow, but the way of the wicked he brings to ruin. Psalm 146:9. For if you truly amend your ways and your doings, and if you truly act justly with one another, if you do not oppress the alien, the orphan, and the widow, or shed innocent blood in this place, if you do not go after other gods to your own hurt, then I will dwell with you in this place, in the land that I gave of old to your ancestors forever and ever. Jeremiah 5-7. Literally go fuck yourself. Do not claim to be a fucking biblical person, a person of faith that believes in God and the goddamn Bible, and then don't follow the goddamn word. I am going to go off on you. Practice what you fucking preach. Is that not what God says? Oh no, you used God's name in vain. I'm sorry I hurt your little princess feelings. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okie dokie. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
You're a kid, but thank you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
How old are
you
you?
there? 60.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Absolutely. Every step of the way and everything he signed, I've supported 100%.
So you support the unlawful killings of 2 American citizens at the hands of ICE and Border Patrol?
Well, see, it depends on which side of the fence you are on. If you're a Democrat, you think it was murder. If you're
Did I say
Republican, you see
murder
that it
or
was
did I
just
say it was unlawful
killings.
killing?
Well, okay, unlawful killing is a murder.
No,
So
sir.
let's not
These
mess
are, I'm sorry. Murder is a legal term. And in order for
Okay.
murder to count, it has to be a malicious afterthought, which means it was pre-planned. And I would not claim that these were pre-planned. We also have
Not
Keith
all
Porter
murders are
as well.
pre-planned. Not all murders are pre-planned.
You don't know what malice afterthought is. Please stop speaking like you know what a definition is.
Okay, so somebody
Cool.
driving down the road hits somebody and kills them.
That's
That's
vehicular
murder.
manslaughter. Good job.
Okay, but it's still
You're
murder.
doing really bad at using legal terms.
Well, that last guy really pissed you off, didn't he?
Do I
let me
sound
ask this.
angry to you? Oh, okay.
No,
No,
let
I
me ask
don't.
this.
I decline you asking me a question. I want you to address the fact that ICE and CBP officers have killed 3 American citizens, Keith Porter Jr., Renee Nicole Good, and Alex Preddy. And you're
Yes,
okay
let's
with
address-
their unlawful
Yes.
killing.
Let's address the facts that they had it coming.
What was Keith Porter doing that an off-duty ICE officer killed him?
Huh, interesting. I haven't even heard of his name.
Of course not. Probably because he's black.
Oh my God, he's black?
Yeah.
Son
What
of a
did,
bitch, well, I'm
what did
white,
I-
so that automatically
what
makes
exactly
me a
did
racist.
Alex Preddy do? Please justify that one. Justify the Border Patrol shooting and killing an unarmed man and shooting him 10 times. Please justify that one. Justify it.
Here I am going to. Here's the facts. When they had him down and you got several people yelling gun, the 2 guys who actually fired the shots did not see the man remove the gun before it happened.
His hands were
And when
at
you
his
got-
head when they were yelling gun.
That's exactly right.
And where was his gun
nobody-
at? Where was his gun at, sir? Was it at his head or was it at his fucking waist? You
Well, here's
piece
the
of
thing.
shit. You
Why
are a
calling me
waste of
piece
human
shit?
space.
Because the guy actually.
You are a waste of human space. I don't even know why I entertained it. Why did I entertain that? Why are people horrible human fucking beings? Why can't you just say that it was bad? Why can't you just say that they didn't deserve to die? Why can't you just say that firing 10 shots was excessive use of deadly force? You guys have lost your fucking morality. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Nigger.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you?
Awesome. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
Sure. So after you hung up on me, I was
Click. I'll just do it again. Thanks for reminding me that I hung up on you. That's all I needed to know. Now I'll remember your area code. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
40.
40. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Oh, yeah, that's my president. Why wouldn't I support somebody like him? He's cleaning up America, keeping us safe, taking the fentanyl off the streets. He's closing the border. I mean, I could give you 1,000 more. What'd Biden do? Can you answer that for me one time?
What about Biden? I don't give a shit about Biden.
Well, we think you're a cunt, and we love your fucking dumbass all over line. You're a fucking lame bitch. Hey, you little loser cunt.
Is that all you got? Oh, okay. You hang up then, oh my God, I'm so offended. Get better insults. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Black cock.
I mean, if you want some, go get some. I'm not Grinder.
So offended.
Okay, if I hear my voice coming in through the speakers immediately, I'm clicking off. I can't do that. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, you dumbass.
Ooh. Kids, go do homework. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay, well, I mean, I'll just read through some super chats. That's cool. Until adults actually are capable of calling in, we'll find out. Guys, like, I'm sorry, these things are just so insulting. Let me just remind you guys, it's so insulting. It really hurts all of my feelings. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? I already hung up on you, and I'll do it again. Like, stop it. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? I can. How old are you? 25. Okay, are you still supporting Donald Trump? What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his 12 months back in office that has earned your continued support?
For me, it has to be the immigration policy.
Like, what? Like, again, what has he achieved?
Oh, okay.
Just saying
Pardon
the
me.
immigration policy is extremely vague, and I asked for specifics.
Gotcha. So it's more like the mass deportation and getting rid of illegal aliens here in the United States.
Cool. So why are you okay with the government of the United States of America circumventing their right to due process?
I mean, my thing is that if we have a process that allows people to come into the country legally, I have no problem with accepting aliens from other countries coming into America. But when we have an open border policy, it's kind of rough.
That wasn't the question that I asked. Do you remember the question that I
I'm
asked
sorry,
you?
I'm having a little rough here hearing you.
Perhaps you should say that instead of arguing with yourself over something I didn't ask or say.
I mean, I didn't hear you, but okay, sorry. What were you
Yeah,
saying?
so you were arguing with yourself on a point that nobody made. That's all
Okay.
I was saying.
I'm
Cool.
asking you, what are you saying? What was the question you asked earlier?
Why are you okay with this administration circumventing their right to due process?
I mean, yeah, it could be handled better, for sure. Definitely, but I feel like there's not really, hasn't been any good president that has been able to do things the best. But I do feel like it's something that needs to be done.
So you're okay with this administration, because let's be clear, you said that you are happy with this administration's border policy and the mass deportations. So you're
Yes,
okay
that's
with them circumventing immigrants' right to due process and file writs of habeas corpus.
Well,
Which, by the way,
yeah,
just to be
I
very
am.
clear, in Christine v. Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the Solicitor General literally tried to argue that they could circumvent that right as long as they deported them fast enough. In a 9-0 decision by the Supreme Court justices, they said absolutely the hell not. You cannot do that. Just in
And
more
so-
legalese.
And then we continued going on, or
Oh, I mean,
Was
the
that already-
judicial system is absolutely admonishing Donald Trump and this administration for just in, like, I think it's not just in Minneapolis alone, they've cited that they've ignored at least 96 court orders that they are absolutely legally obligated to uphold. So, like, for
So
example,
this is
they're
just-
deporting people for being accused of a crime that have been charged with a crime, indicted for a crime, and sending them out of the country, saying that they're an illegal criminal, but that's not what a criminal is within the United States legal justice system. A criminal, in order to be considered a criminal, you have to be convicted in a court of law.
Got it. So this is just the point of view of the average American that I feel that I have.
It's not.
So
Unless you're saying
no,
that
like,
the
I'm
point of
not-
view of the
I'm saying
average
more of a
American is
right-leaning-
cruelty.
Hold on.
Is the
No, no, no.
I'm sorry,
Like,
is the
more
average view of
right-leaning,
is the view of
the
the
more the
average
average view of-
American citizen cruelty?
No. Like, can I finish talking?
It's
The
not
Like
cruelty?
the average, I'm talking about myself. Like, as an average American, for example. Let me just
So
tell you something.
okay, so
I
you're just
work in the
speaking
trucking
for
business.
yourself now.
Yes, like that's what I was telling you about the average American, which is I.
You're not. The average, I'm
No,
sorry,
I mean-
if you actually look at polls and like literally in all polling when it comes to immigration, he is below 50. And this is across all polls when it comes to immigration and the tactics that are being carried out during immigration deportations. the average American disagrees with Donald Trump and the way that deportation is occurring. And this is even amongst Republican voters. You are not average.
Got it. Well, I guess I'm just a hater then. But
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
support
trying to say
cruelty.
is, no, it's not cruelty.
It's
It's just
not
when you sit
cruelty.
here.
How about the
No,
fact
it's
that
because I
they
have a
literally
different point
found
of view.
somebody that was literally murdered in a detention center? They strangled him. It was determined
Was
to be
it
a
one of the
homicide.
officers, or was it another
It was an
immigrant that was
officer.
being
He
detained?
was separated from the rest of the facility.
Okay, well, yeah, I agree with that. That is definitely cruelty
Yeah.
and not
The
okay.
unlawful killing of 3 American citizens by ICE and CBP agents,
That
also
is also
cruelty.
cruelty.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 1000%. I can agree with these things. Yes,
See, and,
like
and I guess this
what
is
I'm
the
trying
part,
to say
like, these
is,
are my hard lines, right?
mm-hmm,
Is killing American
right,
citizens, right?
right.
And killing people in confinement. These are my hard lines for why I would never still support somebody in this administration.
So that's your hard line, your point of view on that, which
Yeah,
I
I'm
agree
sorry.
with,
I
by the
think
way,
I think
which I
killing
agree
people
with.
should be a hard
Yeah,
line that
no,
anybody should
it's
have.
obviously, yeah, no, 1000%. I can completely agree with you. But also, I have a point of view as a trucking manager. I work
I
for a
don't care
trucking
about your
company.
anecdotes.
But hold on, what I'm telling you
What
is,
is
I
an
mean, you're telling me
anecdote?
these anecdotes
I
about the
don't
same
care about
thing.
your anecdote. What's an anecdote?
Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is, you have truck drivers that are illegal immigrants that have been killing Americans as well.
Truck drivers kill American citizens that are American citizens every fucking day.
Yes, but the ones we're talking about
You have
are
to
the ones that
reform
don't
the
have even
industry.
legal license. They don't even have a legal CDL.
Then yeah, they shouldn't be driving. That doesn't mean that the
Okay,
trucking
but who are the
industry is
ones that are
supporting it
driving?
or an administration is supporting it if they don't have a fucking license.
I mean, it was granted by California for most of these illegal immigrants. That
Are you talking
caused
about the one
these
guy that did an
illegal
illegal
accidents.
U-turn? Congratulations. Truckers
No,
do
we're also talking
illegal
about
U-turns all the goddamn time and kill
Hey,
people.
no one's yelling at you. No one's yelling at you. Relax. We're also talking about Dallas. We're also talking about Wyoming.
No, I'm not doing the misogynoir today. I'm not doing it. To be clear, if they are driving without a license, yes, they shouldn't be driving. Duh. Duh. If they end up killing somebody because they cause an accident, take them to court. You take them to court. Let them get convicted, let them serve their sentence, and then deport them out of the country. Like, how is this even like an argument? You take them to court. Deport them after they serve their sentence. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I am here.
Okay, how old are you?
53.
53. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Absolutely not. I am not a Trump supporter. I just want to give you a shout out for having the patience to deal with these folks.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. It's a tough deal. I have my own social media channel, and it is a tough deal to manage relationships with individuals who refuse to look at facts. And we're going to deal with that, and I don't think there's any mending of these relationships with these folks.
I mean, I think there is. It's just depending on how it has to go about. I don't know what that looks like, but
You know, here's the thing: is the followers that I have, they're really cool, but they've even gotten to a point to where when you're showing a video like Alex Pretty, and literally what's happened in front of everyone, and there's denial. You look at the Epstein files. Now the Epstein files to MAGA supporters don't exist.
oh yeah.
It's just strange how that's just gone away. So anyway, I'm not going to take up your time. I just think you're doing a great job. You keep on doing your thing. Hold people accountable because they will not hold themselves accountable. So keep on doing the good work.
All right. Well, thank you. I hope you have a good night.
You too. Be well. Bye-bye.
All right. Let's see. I hope you're still here. 777 says, good, mystical, magical Monday, cuties and beauties, and have a wonderful day. And remember your daily hydration and snackies. Sorry, I'm getting to that super late. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, large pepperoni.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Yes, I don't want to say your name wrong, but Thompson, I did correct myself. I tagged you and I said I did mean to say misogyny. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 35.
Awesome. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, I did vote for him his first term, but after seeing the fallout from that and watching the downfall of what everything since, and especially the Epstein files, I didn't even vote for him this last time. I voted third party. And I want to thank you, by the way, for doing what you're doing and calling people out the way you're doing. It's freaking awesome. And I just want to remind your viewers real quick of the Fourth Amendment. If you don't mind, I would like to read that out.
Sure.
It says, the right of the people, does not say citizens here, the people, to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. That does not say citizens anywhere.
Boom. That is true. Also, as my chat wants to point out to you, at least on the Clock app, they are saying that third-party voting was basically like voting for Trump, unfortunately, this go-round.
Unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately.
But thanks. The Fourth Amendment is absolutely true, guys. Like, it's been previously decided upon, too. Like, this is nothing new. It is all persons. All right. Well, I hope you have a good night.
You too.
Thanks. Well, he did agree with that, guys. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Dude. Why are people weird? Thank you, Left-Handed, for the jewels. Every time you say Pookie Pie, an angel gets its wings. I like that. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Merrick. Thank you so much for the 20. I appreciate that. Can you explain to your viewers why Pamela Smith was fired? She didn't fire, she resigned, and she stated the reason why she resigned was to be home with her family. So I love how you guys say these things, and it's not true. She stepped down. Oops. Wasn't fired. 6-7. Oop. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
40.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
100%.
What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, he's achieved the secure border.
How? Specifically?
What do you mean how?
Specifically how?
Specifically, it's closed. Immigration.
It's closed?
Millions of people have crossed over in the last 4 years, and now we're down
How
to
many millions?
hundreds of thousands? I don't know. You tell me.
How
You follow
many
Biden
millions
so much, you
crossed
tell me.
over, and where did you get that statistic, and where do we find the statistics for today's
20 million
crossings?
people crossed over in
20
Biden's
million
term.
people? Where can I find this?
Well, a quick Google search.
A quick Google search? Okay, so if I type in, did 20 million people cross the... I assume you're talking about the southwest border, right? Because no one ever talks about the Canadian border. So did 20 million people
Yeah, go ahead and Google.
cross the southwest border? No. 20 million people did not cross the U.S. southwest border.
Okay, how many people crossed?
That's an unquantifiable number. We don't keep track of crossings.
Oh, so now we don't keep it because it doesn't fit your retort.
No, we literally don't keep track of crossings on CBP
Oh no,
data.
we keep track of them. You just don't want to admit it. How many does it say that it crossed?
Sorry. We don't keep track of
I don't need your
crossings. It's an
apology. You don't have to apologize to me. I'm not
unquantifiable
your daddy.
number.
Come on.
No,
Get
I'm
it
sorry.
right.
What does
Tell us how many people crossed.
unquantifiable mean? Like here, I'll go ahead and like put this up, guys. Like this has been it, right? So what they were talking about is that they had 2 million recorded in 2022 and 2023 of
Wrong. That's wrong.
encounters. Encounters.
There's only
What's
10
an
million
encounter,
people
Pookie?
when Trump
Pookie?
has already
Pookie?
when he's
What's an
already deported
encounter?
millions.
What's an encounter?
So
What's
okay,
an
and then so back
encounter?
on ICE. So ask me the
What's an
question about the ICE.
encounter?
Yes, they're killing
What's an
board justified.
encounter? Pookie? What's an encounter?
So you're asking AI, which don't you dislike AI?
Here, I'll help you out.
You don't have to help me out. Sounds like you need the help.
What's an encounter, Pookie Pie?
I don't need an encounter. I just
No, that's what we keep track of. That's the data.
I told you 20 million people.
That's the data we keep track of. Okay, here,
done.
you want that one? Here, it's Pew Research Center, Pookie Pie. Like, is that what you want? Pew Research Center.
So now we're
Wow.
reverting the name calling
Woo.
because you're a
I've
triggered
been
lip.
calling you Pookie Pie. I'm sorry you weren't listening. That's in your problem.
I don't
Again,
need to listen
what
to
are
you.
what
You're
are
dumb.
encounters? What are encounters? It's on the screen. I know you've already pulled up the stream again because you've already you were reading my screen, which is totally
No,
fine.
I
I'm good
don't.
with it.
I don't need to pull up the screen.
Yeah, so what is
I have a
encounters?
memory and I
What
know
are
facts.
encounters? What are encounters?
We didn't talk about encounters. We talked about how many people crossed over the border.
Which
There's
is
a
an
difference between
unquantifiable
encounters
number.
and
We
then
don't keep
people that
track of
crossed over the border.
crossings.
So are
We
gonna
do
stay on
not
topic,
keep
or are we
track of
gonna-
crossings. Fine. Can you show me where on ICE, DHS, or CBP.gov we keep track of crossing statistical data?
Yeah.
Where?
Type it in. It's that easy.
Where?
Don't type in encounters. Type in how many illegals crossed from 20 to 24.
Sir, who was president in 2020?
Biden.
Love it. You, sir, are the weakest link. Guys, I don't know why it's so difficult to understand. We do not keep track of crossings. We keep track of encounters. Encounters are people that were rejected or captured within 100 miles of the border by CBP officials, and they were then put out of the country. Those are not crossings. Crossings are unquantifiable. Crossings are estimated based upon how many encounters occur at the southern border. And the best estimation we have is about 1.6 million under the last 4 years. Exactly. Thank you, Zelda. How would we keep track of people who enter illegally? They entered illegally. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
How old are you?
I'm 51.
51. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
Oh, he made the tariffs. I mean, I know it's the consumer is the one that's paying for the tax, because that's basically what it is. But if you don't tax the if you do not tax the American consumer, how are we going to pay or fund the federal government or pay down the national debt?
taxes
Am I
that
wrong?
are already existing. Also, has the
Yeah,
national
but
debt been paid down at all, or is it still continuing $38 trillion and climbing?
we're still climbing, but
So then it's not paying down the
there's,
national debt.
well, you got to talk to your other Democratic colleagues there in Washington,
I'm not a
D.C.
Democrat.
I know you're not a Democrat. You're a third party, but you have the same liberal Democratic ideas.
Which are what? Can you effectuate
You
your
are
point?
for amnesty. Amnesty. You're for
Sorry, that's a
amnesty,
Republican
right?
ideology.
But you are for amnesty. Am I
That's a
not?
Republican ideology.
How's it a Republican ideology?
Ronald Reagan?
Yeah, but he was most likely the only Republican president who did that.
Bush?
Okay, wait a minute. First or second one?
I believe it was first.
Because I don't believe the immigration problem didn't really begin
Sir, the
to
immigration
become
problem has been a thing forever. This is not new.
well, I mean, they had the first immigration legislation bill in, I think, in the 1950s, but it really didn't come an issue until the 1980s. And the only reason why Reagan did what he did is to eliminate the border crossings. I mean, the easy way out, I guess. He was old. I mean, do it the easy way, I guess. That's the only reason why he did it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the only reason why he did it. It's the easy way. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, or take the Democratic side and just ignore it, right? I mean, just no illegal border crossings. It's just encounters, right?
Sir, where do we keep track of crossings on a statistical data report on ICE, DHS, or CBP.gov? I will wait.
USAFacts.com.
Hi, what were the 3 websites that I listed for you?
Well, you got Pew, and then the
No, I literally listed you 3 websites. I said, where does DHS, ICE, or CBP.gov keep track of statistical data for border crossing?
and it's just like your last caller. They don't collect that. They collect encounters.
Correct. Because if they crossed over illegally, how do you keep track of someone that crossed illegally without seeing them?
But you do admit that there is a problem with that, right?
A problem with what? That people aren't
Illegal
being
border
seen?
crossing.
Oh my God. Holy shit. We don't see people all the time. Are they invisible?
They have videotape it from the 1980s crossing the border illegally. I mean, when George W. Bush, they only had a freaking fence, and you can just climb right through it, and there you are in America.
And a
CBS
6-year-old
News
and a
recorded it.
6-year-old climbed over Donald Trump's border wall in less than 30 seconds.
Then I guess we need to make it 15 feet higher then, huh?
Yeah, right, because they don't make taller ladders or anything like that.
Or just, hey, if you're going to do it the easy way, just fuck it. Say, buy Mexico. Fuck it. If we buy Mexico, then hell, we can just tell them, hey, we bought Mexico. Now you can go back home. It's part of the United States again. How about that? Will that be a great, super idea? Huh? No response?
I'm sorry, you couldn't afford to buy Mexico. The United States of America could not
please.
afford to buy
The
Mexico.
peso is less. If you had $1 trillion and put it into Mexican money, which is the peso, you wouldn't even have enough of pesos to collect $1 trillion.
Sir, we owe money to Mexico.
peso
Are
is
you
like the
okay?
fucking ruble.
Are you not aware that Mexico has purchased our bonds, meaning we owe money to Mexico? We could not afford to buy Mexico. And if you're going to bring up the value of Mexican pesos, how do you feel about Donald Trump buying $20 billion worth of Argentine pesos, which are worth like so much less?
All I'm saying is,
at the end of the day, all I know is it's all just common sense. God fucking damn. We owe money to like most of the goddamn world. I could hear us too. That's hilarious. All I know, like, guys, you cannot buy Mexico. And I thought we wanted Canada, right? I thought Trump wanted Canada to be the 51st state, not Mexico. Are we? I know the answer. I know the answer already. We are not okay. MAGA, you are not okay. Yeah, the US dollar is literally, we plummeted 11%. So yeah, we're doing so great. The US dollar is doing so great really quickly, guys. Guys, if you are new here over on TikTok, Twitch, or the tubes, please go ahead and hit that follow or that subscribe button, depending on which one you are on. I'm going to get through some of these chats real quick before we see about maybe taking another call. So let's see. This one I think deserves to be in a mocking voice. Praise Gavin, Lord and Savior who has come to scour the hidden rot from the world, to break the crown of the man of darkness and cast down the shadowed ruler who reigns within. Thank you, Xantos, for the 20. I hope I did that justice. Did you see Trump is indeed in the files? There's actually way more files that have not been released yet. I think it's about another 3 million. Here's another 20, giving you 9% of my silver process boards, passing it around to streamers. Well, thank you, Xantos. Thank you so much. Thank you, Original. Eric, thank you. Gladly, thank you. And again, another huge W to Rod for the 50, saying devil stop. Hail Satan! 666 in the chat, guys, if you can. That'd be cool. My wife paid America taxes before ever applying or coming to America. A lot of people do this. Trump lied, saying people in this rut vote illegally firsthand. No, they don't. Hard to do. It's also a crime. Bob, what the fuck? Sports doesn't even matter. Give a fuck? What? Who gives a fuck? This is about Trump being Stephen Miller's hand puppet. That's the real issue. I agree. It's literally Stephen Miller running the show. Guys, if you guys haven't watched like Greg Johnson clips on the Clock app, go watch those. Those are hilarious. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. Thank you. Hey, thank you for shouting out the BS of Trump and all of his MAGA racist followers. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the jewels. Hey, caller, what happened to Japan when Japan dumped their USA bonds? Yeah, because of tariffs. Yeah, they don't know about that. Don't tell them. Thank you for all of the jewels. Your friends exist with either a vajayjay or a PP. That's not true. Have you never heard of ambiguous genitalia? Or how about intersex? John, come into the 21st century. You are so far behind. Trump number one. Trump number one, guys. Trump number one. Sorry, I couldn't help it. How many for Trump? Click below. I hope you got a bunch. As a conservative, watching these conservatives is sad. Just realize you got played and it's a you versus elite problem. It's okay to be wrong. Challenger back gets it. Look it. Challenger back gets it. You guys literally let the elites, the top 1%, the people that make over $1 million, so 7-figure incomes, teach you that people making $20,000 a year are the fucking problem, and you let them do that. You let people that make 7-figure incomes tell you and convince you that people making $20,000 a year are the fucking problem. Y'all got some problems. True conservatives do not support Donald Trump. I know, right, CJ? And I saw you, Hector. I saw my buddy. Which party extended the lockdowns? Within the United States, it was actually a mix of both. If you look at each individual state, it wasn't just one party. But I mean, that's a nice attempt, I guess. Listening to MAGA, saw they're a fucking joke. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Thank you for all of the jewels, Chunks, and Aurora. I appreciate you. Shout out to all my South American Mexicans out there. Hey! If you guys saw the video, you know what this is about. Thank you so much, Godzilla, for the 20. You got to see it just to know. Thank you, Scott, for the 20 Canadian. You do not talk condescendingly to MAGAs. You talk at these jokers level. I do. Thank you. Scott gets it too. Oh my God, Echo. That's hilarious. Southwest, thank you for the 199. Thank you, Andrew, for the jewels. You're a brave and smart woman. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate that. Can Canadians vote in the midterms if we're the 51st state? Abso-fucking-lutely. Who's your representative? Don't use big words with maggots. They don't own dictionaries, let alone what the fuck what the fuck one looks like. Yeah, exactly. Guys, I will help you guys find and utilize dictionaries, I promise. I did something I think you would be proud of me for. Okay, well, Jeff, send me a message, you know. Cup of Joe says 6'7". I'm too broke to pretend crypto isn't going to screw them all. Yeah, that sounds accurate. Brooke, it's somebody saying that Mexico was a part of South America. Don't forget about Taiwan, mainland, and Hong Kong, an island. I love that one. Yeah. Hong Kong is its own country. Thailand is an island of China. Guys, okay. So it was really funny. So I got a notification that was just about one of my comments, and I just happened to read it because I thought it was funny. Like it popped up, I read it, it made me laugh, and then I said it, and then I remembered it, right? This guy like wanted to defend the fact that this caller on Friday 2 weeks ago said that Mexico was a part of South America, right? So like I was listing off all of these South American countries and we were literally talking about South America. And he was like, so are you saying that Mexico is moving away from the United States of America? And I was like, I'm what continent is Mexico a part of? And he's like, South America. And I was silent. Like I let him ruminate upon this, right? Like I let him think it through. Okay. I was quiet. And then he just kept going, hello, are you there? And I'm like, Mexico is a part of South America? And he says, yes. And I'm like, is that your final answer? He says, yes. So then I hung up. Like, guys, it was so, guys, it's somebody who was like, you were shitting on him. Like, no, dude, I gave him time to correct himself. I gave him time to correct his answer. And he's just like, definitely South America, guys. Definitely South America. And it's like, it's not. It is definitely North America. Yes, you guys got to watch the short or the clock app one. I did. I gave him so much time. I had to speed up the clips in between because otherwise it was going to be like a minute and 45-second long video with all of my silent moments. Anyways, guys, real quick, I am going to go ahead and end. Tomorrow night, I'll be back on at 9:30 Eastern time. It is later than my normal time, but that's when I will be back on live, 9:30 Eastern. I will not be live on YouTube on my channel or on Twitch on my channel. I will be live on TikTok and on Jimmy Snow's YouTube. So guys, join the Discord if you haven't already. Hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification icon so you know exactly when I go live. But I will be live on TikTok on my accounts and on YouTube on Jimmy Snow and the Lines account. You guys have a great rest of your night, and I will talk to y'all, see y'all in the comment section tomorrow. Well, Hector, be on time. No, I'm kidding. I'll shoot you a message, Hector. See you guys.